Episode 4, everybody. Unless I'm miscounting, in which case episode 3. No, episode 4. Yes, I double checked. I'm great at this, guys. A true professional. I swear to God. My mommy told me so. Anyway, what happens in this episode is, we found out who was attacking Edward in the previous episode. Turns out to be the spirit of Ivan Kumo, I guess. And it freaking takes over Edward's body. And as a result of this, well, Edward gets to take over the president's computer, manages to get in and know the password somehow. I guess it's because it originally belonged to Ivan. And as a result, manages to change the rules of the game so that we are now in Master Rule 4 in 24 hours, aka next episode. So, as a result, we just made links and forced it into the series. That's certainly one way of doing it. It's not just like there was a ruling change overnight. No, we made the ruling changing overnight. Although, granted, this is still better of an excuse than Konami's usual explanation of, it's been about 3 years, time for a new rule. I mean, there's a new anime coming out, we gotta put a new rule in there. Because, God forbid, we just leave things as they are. That'd be ridiculous. You know, the game's not confusing enough. We need to make it more confusing. What's next? Evolution Summon will be an actual thing? In which case, you owed Esco Knight so much money. But if that happens, but that's probably not gonna happen. Anyway, after that, it happens, and it's a big deal. The president goes running along and then runs into Dartha's twin brother. Frig, I forgot the name. Nope, it's blanking on me. Defia Kuma, I believe it was. There it is. I found it, I hope. Anyway, Defi and frickin' the president duel with each other. Defia Kuma uses Dark Magicians, while the president uses white aura whales and dolphins and all that crap, just a generic Yumi deck and all that stuff, even though Yumi's kind of pointless. It should be Umi Rika, if anything. And the president gets his ass handed to him, because we need to introduce a new big bad character. So yeah, after that happens, the president's, well, dead, basically. Fudge, I'm blanking. Yeah, that's just all that happens. Just the president gets killed, basically. And that's the end of that. So we introduced a new character, only to kill him off in the very next episode in favor of introducing another new character. Defia Kuma just seems to be I don't know. It's hard to read this guy. Like, he wants revenge because you killed the brother of his brother Ivan Kuma. Yes, they're all related. Ivan, Defia, and Dartha are all related. How? Apparently it's through the logic of their father, I believe, married another woman, and then they all became step-siblings. It makes a little bit of sense, I guess. So, yeah, I can see it. It makes sense in that regard, but it gets a little complex when you think about it at some points. Either way, it's kind of hard to read Defia Kuma, mainly because he's just a new character sort of thing. You can kind of get his reasoning behind it, but you don't get his character as a whole. He just wants revenge, from what I can tell. So, yeah. All that, and then we learn more backstory about the president and stuff, and like why he's a thing. Considering, if you've ever seen Siegfried von Trauter's reasoning of why he hates Kaiba, it's basically that. He's jealous because everyone was focusing on Ivan, and then it turns out only for him to always be one step behind Ivan. And now that Ivan's dead, he finally has a chance. Except now he's dead. Oops. Kind of a big flaw in your plan there. Oops, I guess. And yeah, we even find out reasoning as to how Ivan managed to be kicked out of campus, and how the president gets to beat president despite the fact that Ivan was better. And at that point, we're just like, I don't really care. At that point, it just felt like the whole exposition was getting just a little too heavy on, just a little. It was almost like a reasoning of, we need to get to 24 minutes. Explain how he became president. Like, that is a plot hole that needs to be addressed as to how, if Ivan's so much better than you, how are you president? But it just feels like there was just so much exposition on top of that already that it just feels like this is a bit much. Like, episode 2 had so much padding. I feel like we could have just put a little bit of episode 3s under that and then put a little episode 4s under that. Like, just help space things up. Instead, there's just so much exposition. Ugh. Other than that, after that happens, well, that's the entire episode, just the duel. But the duel is a total of like 6 turns, and the rest of the 24 minutes are exposition if you don't include the whole Ivan Link summoning thing. So, yeah, that'll be addressed in the next episode. But other than that, it's a pretty solid episode, all things considered. I guess if I have to give this ranking format, 7 out of 10 or something like that, it's still good, and it does feel more, or aired out and sort of that. I just feel like the exposition goes on just a little long for my liking, but that's my personal liking. Some of you can get behind all that stuff. I don't know. It just feels a little, weird. But anyway, that's my opinion, though. But anyway, this is the Great James saying off. Bye.